Good evening everyone. Is my screen visible to all? Am I clearly audible? Okay, so are you all excited for the React part? Shall we start the front end part? So as you have seen, as of now we completed the backend part, right? And we tested the some of the APIs, whether it is working or not using the Postman, correct? Now we will focus on the React part today. Okay, so from today we are going to focus on the front end side, right? So today's agenda is uh, first of all we will see about the React before coding. Then one example I will take, the mini project type, that is how to write down the React project. Then in next session we will focus on the project part, that is the HomelyHub part. Is that clear to everyone? So today's agenda is to complete what is React. Okay, just 30 minutes we will take the introduction part before writing the code, because you should know what is React, where it fits, and what's the use of that, and what is the terms that we are going to use. Is that clear? And from next session we will see the project part of the HomelyHub app. Okay, and in today's, after the introduction part, we will see how to write the code in React. So first example, it will be just like a mini project type. Okay, is that clear to everyone? So I will request you guys, whatever query about the LMS again, and whatever query about the discussion forum and anything else, we will discuss in last 15 minutes. Okay, and first of all let's start the React part. I hope so this is clear to everyone. So shall we start now? Okay, so before React, let's quickly understand where this React fits. Okay, so basically today's content is in this MERN Stack, introduction of React.js, why React.js, and features of React.js. Okay, now if you will see, MERN Stack has 4 technologies. Okay, MERN has 4 technologies. Okay, now first one is the MongoDB. E stands for Express, R stands for React, and N stands for Node.js. Okay, about LMS, please wait. In last 15 minutes we will discuss. I just wanted to inform one thing about LMS to everyone. So please wait. Let's first of all complete today's agenda. Then in last 15 minutes we will discuss about the LMS. Is that clear? I have something to tell about this. Okay, right? Now see, what is MongoDB? What is MongoDB? MongoDB is used for storing the data. Very simple, right? What is MongoDB? In backend we used MongoDB. What it is for? We use it for storing the data, so that we can store the data, we can get the data from there, we can post the data, we can update the data and all. Okay. Next is Express. Express helps us to create our backend APIs and handle the requests, right? As we already seen in backend. Next come, wait for React for now. Next come Node.js. What is Node.js? Node.js allows us to run JavaScript on the server, correct? And React is responsible for building the UI, user interfaces. Is that clear to everyone? So React it's nothing but a JavaScript library, okay, for building the user interfaces. already we have one programming language, that is JavaScript. Okay, writing the code just in HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, building one big project using, listen carefully, you building one big project using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Why this three I am telling you? Because HTML is for your structure, CSS for styling your website, HTML structure in the sense content. What content you want to put on the browser. Okay, what content you want to display. Next, CSS for styling to make it attractive for the user. Third thing is the JavaScript to make that application functionable. Like if you click, something should happen in real life. How in Amazon, Flipkart and Swiggy, right? So using three also you can create the very beautiful website. About certificate, offer letter and all, just wait for 15, just wait. Okay, in last 15 minutes we will discuss about this thing. I have something to tell you about these things. Okay, so just wait guys, let's focus here. Okay, now, and this same question you asked me in 8:15. At 8:15 about LMS, about offer letter, please ask me so that I will not forget that. Okay, I will remember that. Okay, understand it better way, we can create the beautiful website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, but writing the big projects code, creating the big websites code, okay, using HTML, CSS, JavaScript is impossible. Why? Because we write one code in HTML, one code in CSS and one whole code in JavaScript, whatever functionable code. Okay, but then you have to scroll and it will be a very messed up thing. Okay, when you will work with that, if you will think it's a messed up thing. Okay, so for that, to building the big projects and building easily JavaScript live, I will show you, don't worry, I will show you that code. JavaScript gave us one library, that is React library, for building the good UI for the bigger projects. Is that clear to everyone? Suppose I click a login button on a website. Which part is responsible for showing me the login page? Which part? React part is only there, right? React comes here, correct? React is mainly concerned with the UI part, what the user sees and interact with. Is that clear to everyone? So here React fits in MERN Stack. Okay, now this PPT also I will share with you. Okay, so see, what is React.js? React is a JavaScript library for building the UI. Okay, just don't try to memorize it. Is that clear? Don't try to memorize it. Just understand it so that you will not, like, definition should not be that much complicated. You just think like this. If anyone asks you what is React, it's a JavaScript library plus used for building the user interfaces. Simple as that. Okay, one more thing here I have to mention, that React was developed and maintained by Facebook and was first released in 2013. Okay, it is used to build the dynamic and interactive web applications and is an important part of the MERN stack. Understood everyone? Okay, so React is a JavaScript library for building, fill in the blanks everyone. React is a JavaScript library for building what? Everyone will answer. Tell me, React is a JavaScript library for building what? Yes, for user interfaces. Very good guys, perfect. Okay, Now you learned how React is fitting inside the MERN. Okay, what is React? Okay, now why React? Now comes here the important question. What, where, that you got, like in why? Why React? Now comes the important question here. If we already have HTML, CSS and JavaScript type of things, technologies, then why React? See, traditional web development can become difficult to manage when the application becomes larger. Okay, suppose imagine the website with header, navbar, login, profile, products, cart, footer, right? So if everything is handled on huge piece of code and maintaining it becomes difficult. Okay, so React gives us a better way. Instead of thinking about the entire website as one huge thing, we break it into the smaller pieces. That smaller pieces is known as the components. Don't worry, that we will learn in here in example. Is that clear? Okay, now that's why we use React, because it's very easy to create the big projects. Because suppose for example you want to change something in, you written the code, okay, in future you want to change something in button. So in React what we do is we create the separate files for each feature. Okay, so whenever I want to, suppose for example I want to work with button, so I will go to the button file, button component. Here in React, instead of file we say the word component. Okay, in future you will get to know. So we go to the button component and we change there and it get changed. Okay, you don't have to touch other files. You don't have to touch header. You don't have to touch navbar. You don't have to touch first page, second page, whatever. Is that clear? So React gives us that much availability or that much what I can say confidence, so that we can create, okay, that facility that we can create our big projects very smoothly. Is that clear to everyone? Okay, now here suppose let's take one example, very good proper simple example. Let's take, imagine you are building a house. Okay, imagine you are building a house. Imagined everyone? Imagine fast. Have you imagined? Yeah, in discussion forum, actually yesterday I messaged people for your things and all, and today I didn't saw the discussion forum. Till tomorrow it will get resolved. Don't worry. Have you all imagined you guys are building the house? Okay, very good. Now, for first time, imagine, very good. See, we don't create the entire house as one single object, right? Now you all tell me, for building your house, what materials you need? First of all, you tell me that. Everyone. Tell me everyone. For building your house, what are the materials that you need for creating the foundation? Then only you will build the house, right? Okay, blueprint, accepted. Bricks, concrete, labors, very good, accepted. Others? Prince, don't worry about yesterday. Let's focus on today. You tell me what I am asking the question. Tell me guys, for building house, what materials you want? You want cement, you want bricks, right? Some people are telling about the labor, very good. Blueprint also correct, that is also true. Land we need, okay, fine. Anything else? Okay, so basically for building the house, we need sand, bricks, cement and all. Correct? Similarly, for building the biggest application for building the web application, we need MongoDB, Express.js and Node.js and React. Understood everyone? Is this clear? Forget about React. Okay, for building house we need all this material. Similarly, in MERN Stack for building a website we need MongoDB, Express.js and Node. Okay, now you will ask me, you can ask me, where is React? Right? Where is React? Now see, React is what user will see, what I will see when my building, when my whole house will be built, right? React here is the user interface. In web application, what user is going to see, that is what the React. It's a design. Okay, when you need for building the web application, for building the house, this thing, correct? Now you will decide what paint, how it will look. Okay, that look part is nothing but the React. Is that clear to everyone? Here comes the MERN stack. Next, now we are going to learn some terms that we are going to use in this React thousands of times. Okay, first of all understand all the terms, then we will create one mini project. There we will use that all concepts. Okay, so don't worry about that. Fine. Now we are inside the React. See, interior, exterior, these are different furniture, pieces, colors, decorations are there. Correct? When this all will come, this will become components of your house. That means what? See, when you are building a house, okay, now inside that house we have the interior designs, okay, which use furniture pieces, colors, decoration, table, dining table, mirrors, sofa colored TV, this all things. And inside your building also we will have, inside your house we will have some rooms, kitchen, washrooms, dining room, living room, then to study room, bedroom, correct? When you combine, now you tell me all, when you combine all the rooms, all the design, all the colors, all the decorations, all the furnitures and all, what you build after combining this all? After combining this small parts, what you guys are building? Tell me everyone. You are building a beautiful house, right? Without this thing, can you imagine your house? Are you going to live inside the house where painting is not done, furniture is not there, kitchen rooms are not there, kitchen is not there, sofa is not there, dining table is not there, bed is not there, nothing is there? Are you going to live in that house? No. Okay, so the small parts combine together and build one complete house, one beautiful house. So this small part is known as the components. Okay, so in application, in web application, for example, you guys go through many of the web application daily, like Amazon, Myntra, Swiggy, Zomato, right? In there you will see the logo, right? You will see one logo, then you will see header, then you will see some sidebar, you will see some footer, you will see some main body, you will see button, you will see some pages. In your web applications I am telling, right? Buttons you will see, cart you will see, your profile page will be different. So this all are the parts. Okay, when you combine this all parts, it creates one complete application. It creates one complete web application. Is that clear? There comes the components. Understood everyone? What do you mean by components? So component is nothing but the parts of the web application that you are creating. Each component represents a part of your web page. Is that clear? Any type of doubt in components? Clear like water? Yes, Sidhu, it's correct. We can make component reusable also. For example, just a minute. Okay, for example, suppose in web application you have one button component. Okay, button component you created. Now that button component you can add it anywhere in your application. Suppose in one page you have button, in third page also you have same button, right? So content can be different, but the size, style of button can be same. So once you return, you can reuse it everywhere. You don't have to write every time the different code. Once you return the component, once you created a component, you can reuse it wherever it's needed. Is that clear? Okay, so this helps us to make the good application very easily. Okay, is that clear? Okay, now let's move to the next. Now here comes the, okay, now another term. So imagine you have AC in your room. Okay, when you click on button, it get on. Same button in AC, if you will see, is it visible? If it is not, on off button. Okay, see here, on off button here is it's same in green button only, right? This button is for off also, this button is for on also. Okay, so if my AC is off right now, okay, if my AC is off, same button if I will click, it will become on. Okay, now my AC is on, same button if I will click, it will become off. Yes or no? Right? So what is happening here? Someone internally, the wires are keeping track. Okay, someone internally, the wires are keeping track. Someone is there, okay, internally keeping track of what? Currently it is in on state. Now it has become, if you will click it again, it will become off. Okay, if currently it is in off state, if you will click it again, it will become on. Understood everyone? Right? So somewhere this state word is there. Okay, this state is nothing but the, we use in React. Okay, so it keeps in React, in web application, it keeps the track of dynamic information that can change. What do you mean by dynamic? Changeable information that is not static. Static means that doesn't change. Okay, if car is without functionable, right, car is not, for example, car is not having engine. Okay, car is standing only, right? So car is in static form. If cars start driving, it is changing now. Okay, so like suppose for example, on to off to on, um, it's just like changing. Dynamic means changeable information, that means it is not fixed. Static means fixed. Okay, so state is one of the term in React that keeps the track of dynamic information that can change. So whenever you will see the some information that is getting changed, and we have to remember, don't think like, oh, this information is changing so we will use state. No, no, no. If you have to keep the track of that information what is getting changed, that time we use the state. Okay, don't worry, in code we will see this all terms, but for you should know what we are doing. Is that clear? Any type of doubt in state? Yes, correct, Sidhu. Is that clear like water? I hope so there is no doubt in this term. Okay. Now let's move to the next term. That is now. For example, I want to change the color of my room, of my study room. Okay. So what I will do, I will go to my interior designer. I will tell them change my color, change my study room color. Okay, I don't like this color. Please change it. That interior designer will tell to the painter, because interior designer will to not do all paintings, correct? They have some people, they have employee. Now what happened here, I told to interior designer, interior designer is telling to this in their employees, and now they will paint. Understood? So what is happening here, one data, one mouth or one word or one sentence I passed. Okay, it started passing from me to interior designer to his or her employee, right? So what is happening, data is getting passed by one person to another person. Okay, so in React we pass the information using prop. Is that clear? So passing the information to your component using the props. This is one of the term that we are going to use in our React application. Is that clear to everyone? Because see, think properly. As I told you, we are creating small components, right? If small components are created, so sorry, then if I want to pass the information to the another component, another file, how we will do this? There should be one idea, right? There should be one way. So when you want to pass any information from one component to another, we pass using the props. Is that clear to everyone? Okay, but here one thing you remember, props can be passed from parent component to the child component, not child component to the parent component. Okay, in real life also parent can say things to do to us, right? But we can't say, children can't say to do the things to the parent, correct? Just think it like this. We do usually, right? But just think like this. So parent will pass the props to the children component, but child component can't pass to the parent component. Is that clear? So that we will see in code, so don't worry about that. How to get to know which one is the parent and which one is the child, that I will show you, don't worry. Okay, so this is just the props. Next, now you tell me, you have two options. Listen carefully. You have two options. First option is when your house is built. Okay. First option, you will take the sofa, you will keep the sofa. Okay. And then if you don't like, you will move the sofa here and there. Right. Second option, option B. You will first create a blueprint using pencil and rubber. If you don't like the way of keeping the things in blueprint, you will erase it and then again you will set it properly. Which option you like? Which option you will choose? Option A, you will lift the sofa every time to see whether it fits, it looks good or not. Or option B, you will create pen and using pen and paper the blueprint, and then there only you will shift everything. Then in last you will keep whatever place looks good in blueprint. Option A or option B? Option B, right? Because lifting the heavy sofa here and there, right, is not at all important, correct? So what we do is, we first of all in blueprint only we will decide what we, where and all we want, and then we will shift in last. So blueprint is important first. So similarly in React, it's a virtual DOM. Whatever is rightly needed, okay, whatever should be updated, that part first updates in virtual DOM, then it updates in real. Okay. Um, Unnecessarily it doesn't change another part of the website, that doesn't mean to be changed. Okay, so virtual DOM is nothing but the blueprint of your UI that React uses to efficiently update and render the changes. Okay, suppose you there is a big website, in that only you want to change one button. Okay, so it will change only button, the whole app will not reload. Okay, whole app will not get reload, whole app will not get refresh. This is what the power of the virtual DOM. Next is, of course guys, interactivity, right? How you want the colors, how you want to make your home room comfortable and responsive to look good. So using React is nothing but we use the interactivity. Using React we create the good website so that it should look good. Okay, so React responding to your action and updating the interfaces accordingly. Is that clear to everyone? So this, what is React.js, this all we done. Single page application. Okay, React is the most popular library for making single page application. Now I will show you one thing. Everyone please open the YouTube. Open the YouTube, everyone. Everyone open. Now, for example, I will go to the shorts. Not shorts. Wait. What I will do, this is the YouTube I opened. Okay. Now, if I will click T series, right, or gaming. Chalo, I will use the gaming. If now you listen carefully and see the YouTube. Okay. What do you mean by this icon? It reloads the whole page. Correct. When you click this, you will get reload the whole page. Now, if anything I will open here. If suppose gaming I am opening. I opened the gaming. Gaming is open. T series if I will open. T series is open, right? Music if I will open. Music is getting open. Live if I will open. Live will get open, right? But have you seen this icon while opening anything here? Does this live, sorry, does this whole page is getting reloaded? Yes or no? Everyone please check in your, is it getting reloaded? Whenever anything if you open, is this getting reloaded, guys? Anything you open and see, is it getting refreshed? Yes or no? Check carefully, everyone. No, right? This is the YouTube is using React. So basically this is known as the single page application. Okay. Now suppose this website. Now if I will open this, what is happening if I will open my courses? Okay. I will open, I will go back. I will open anything 24001 class batch. Okay, if I will open this batch. Okay, whatever I will open, guys, suppose for example video pop-up, any question I am opening, whatever I am opening, just a minute, it is getting refreshed. But in YouTube it is not getting refreshed. Okay, so YouTube is built on React, I can say that. Understood, everyone? See, anything I am opening, it is getting refreshed. So any page you are loading and it is not refreshing is known as the single page application. So React gives us the power to create the single page applications. Is that clear to everyone? I hope so, there is no doubt. Okay, this is known as the single page application, which doesn't reloads the whole page. It just update the required things, but it doesn't reload the whole page. Okay, so this is also done. I will send you the PDF of this. You can just go through it. Why React is also we completed. Here comes some features. JSX is nothing but the JavaScript extensible syntax, I can say. Okay, so using this only we can write down the JavaScript and HTML code in one file only. Is that clear? So we can write HTML inside the JavaScript, right? So that's exactly what JSX allows us to do. Is that clear? Without JSX, before it was impossible to connect the HTML and JavaScript. We have to write it separately. But now we can use inside the JavaScript, we can use the HTML. We don't have to create this separately. And React extension is also start from .jsx. Is that clear to everyone? Yeah, combination of HTML and JavaScript is nothing but the JSX components we learned. One-way data binding, nothing but that only. We can send the data from one parent component to child component, not from child to parent. So it's a one way. I will show you that, no worries. Okay, it's a syntax extension for JavaScript. Okay, so I think we are good enough to start. This PDF you can go through it. Okay, each Lego blocks you guys have seen, right? So where we can put all these small parts and we can build the whole final product, right? So yeah, this is the thing. Same parent component to child component. It's a one-way data flow. React follows a unidirectional data flow. Okay, that is one way. I think we should start then, right? So let's fastly complete one small mini project. Okay, so let's go to our LMS. Let's go down. Yeah, so here, oh, day 10 I have to put this. Okay, no issue. Welcome to frontend. In this, you will see the React example. This is what today we are going to build. Okay, now in today's session, guys, we are going to build this, right? And downside I have given what it is and all. For now, just let's focus here. Okay, now are you all ready for create the first React project? That is the mini project, guys. Message me. We all are we are ready. I am ready like this. Shall we start creating the first project using React? Forget about HomelyHub for today. From next session, we will focus on HomelyHub. But because say directly if I will show you the projects, then you will not understand it in better way. Okay, so that's why we have to focus first mini project. That should look like this. Okay, fine. Ready? Okay. First step, to create the React project, we are going to use the Vite. Carefully listen and see. We are going to use Vite, okay, for creating the React project. What is this Vite? Vite is a fast front-end build tool used to create, develop and run modern web applications like React projects. Okay, so that's why we use Vite, because initially actually it was like using create react app npx create this was the command. Okay, so it gives us the waste files sometime, like not sometime, every time. Okay, we have to first clean, then we can start building. It's better to use Vite. It is fast also, and it helps us to start directly without cleaning and all. Okay, so the modern way to create React app is Vite. Is that clear? Now the command is npm, very simple, npm create, because we are creating Vite, @latest and give your project name in small letter. Okay, now what I am going to do is let's close this Homely Hub. Go to your internship B8 folder. This is the folder. Okay, so here database file Homely Hub. Now here one folder I will create and I will give the name as React example. Okay, and click enter. Now this I will open in VS Code. Close this. Okay, now listen carefully everyone. This is opened now, React example. Inside this we will create our first project. Okay, so open the terminal. Let's use this command. I am inside the React example, that is correct. Now here same command, that is what, npm space create space wait @latest space folder name. So mini project that we are going to create about the student dashboard. So here the project name I will give as student dash, or we will type only dashboard. Okay, dashboard, click enter. Now when you will click enter here, let's wait for some time. Okay, so now I will type here y. If it is asking you to install some packages and all, you can just type y. Okay, now here selective framework, we are going to use React, right? So you will see in your keyboard, on your keyboard there are 4 arrows button, up, down, left, right. On right side bottom we have 4 arrows button. So now can you see everyone, green color is coming. So if you will click down arrow, you will go to view, React, lead and so on, right? So now you should go to the React, green color will come to the React and click enter. Now you have to select the variant, that is JavaScript we are going to use. Again down arrow, JavaScript is there, click enter. Which lint to use? ES lint we can use. Yes, click enter. That's it. Now it started. As you can see, dashboard folder created and public folder, src folder, rate.config, package.json, index.html, some basic structure, basic tools are getting created so that directly we can start building our project. Okay. And always remember, whatever code you are going to write in React, you have to write it inside the src folder only. You should not write outside the src folder anything. Why? Because whenever you will go for deployment and anything like this, they will try to find out the src. Okay, and it will go inside the src. So whatever code you will write, you can just write it down. Yeah, but if suppose someone wants to like this, so that's why we should know now, because if I want to create this something different, so that's why I have given it this command. Okay, you can go. Now you can see, if you will go to this localhost 5173, control C, open it, control V, and you will get some basic this, right? That means successfully we have established our React app. Is that clear? Okay, so here in localhost 5173, this is there. Your React will run in localhost 5173, and for running it and terminating it, simple Control C and npm run tape, what we were doing in backend. Now go to the src, go to app.jsx. Okay, now I will remove this everything from here. This whole section I will remove. Okay, this also I will remove. Right, now you will see nothing is there. Right, now to we cleaned. Now to check inside this return, first of all inside this return h1 tag, if I will type and I will write hello all. Now nothing you have to do, go back, hello all is coming. That means successfully we established the React tag. Now let's start from the first. First of all, whatever you will write inside the app.jsx file, that will only get displayed inside the browser. Is that clear? So app.jsx file is what you are going to see, what user is going to see. Understood? Second thing, this function app is nothing but looking like a JavaScript code. Export default function app, right? So whatever logics we are going to write, we have to write before return, because in React.js it only returns the HTML tag. Is that clear? It only returns the HTML tags. Is this clear to everyone? It will not return anything else. It will only return the HTML tag. H1 stands for heading, and inside this whatever you have written, that is the content that we have to display. Understood everyone? Okay. Now, yes Sidhu, we will come step by step. Directly we will not start with these things and all. Don't worry. We will come step by step. Okay. Now this is done. Here we displayed, everything is okay. Now see, one more thing I will show you. Click enter, and if H2 I will write here welcome. It will display. Wow, it is displaying, right? Hello all, welcome. Wow, super. Now if you will not use this empty angle brackets opening and closing, this 8th line and 11th line, if you will not use, remove it. Let's see what will happen. It will throw the error. Red line came, error came. Understood? Now see, return will always return only one HTML tag, I can say. Is that clear? Only one it will display. Return will only return the one tag, one element. Okay. But now you will tell me, oh, one element, but we have to display this both. So for that, React gives us the empty fragment tag like this. This is known as the empty tag because nothing is there inside it. Okay, and it is also known as the fragment tag. Understood everyone? So empty tag is also known as the fragment in React. Is that clear? So it is just like how we give the brackets and curly braces and everything, we write it inside that same way. Okay. Now inside this empty fragment tag, we can write the multiple tags what you want, and you will get the output without any error. Is that clear to everyone? Any type of doubt till here? Any type of doubt till here? Okay. Now, this is, you got to know what is app.jsx, what user is going to see. This is main.jsx. Okay, this we will come to the last. Okay, so for now we will skip this part. But you always understood you don't have to touch this main.jsx. Okay, because main.jsx is adding the app.jsx component inside it. Okay, that's why it is getting render, and it is having the connection with index.html. Okay, so in last, first of all let's build one. In last I will tell you about the connection between index.html. main.jsx and app.jsx. But for now, don't touch main.jsx and don't touch index.jsx. Okay. Second thing, package.json same like a backend. Whatever you will install and everything, it will run here in dependencies. It will display in dependencies. Okay. Now, so we are going to build one student dashboard. Okay, in this student dashboard, if you will see carefully, we have one header and we have the student cards. Okay, so what we will do? We will distribute, instead of writing everything inside the one file, one component, we will distribute header and the student card. We will distribute the header and the student component. Understood? We will divide the one web page into different components. Two components we will create. First one is for header and second one is for the student card. You can see, because 1, 2, 3. 3 students card in the same format and one header. Okay, so we will create one header and we will create one student card component, so to make it reusable. Okay, now close this all, click src, create here components folder. Okay, now inside the components folder, first of all, I am going to create header.jsx. Always remember, whenever you create any of the file or folder, first letter should be capital. Understood everyone? First letter, knowingly make it capital letter and use the .jsx extension when you are creating the React component. Understood? Okay. So now inside the src folder you have components folder. Inside components folder you have header.jsx. Okay. Now listen carefully everyone. Here on left side you will see extensions for block. Right? Click this icon. Here you have to select, you have to type ES7 React Redux, like this something will come. Okay, click this. Now here you will get install option if you are doing first time. Okay, because I already installed, that's why uninstall option is coming. Okay, so if you are getting install option, please click install everyone. After installing, it will take some second. After installing, you have to close it. Okay, now you click this explorer. Now you are back to the folders and files. Okay, now why I told you to install that extension? Because you don't have to write the structure of React from the scratch. You can just simply type RAFCE and click enter. When you will click enter, it will import React from React. It will create one function, arrow function, give the name as header. Okay, so whatever file name, component name you will create, okay, that name function will get created. It will get exported and it will return, and you are good enough to start writing the code directly. This all things will be created automatically. So that ES7 was the snippet to create the basic structure of React, so that you can start typing the code directly. You don't have to go to write from the scratch. Import React from React, const header equal to this, blah blah. Is that clear? Okay, so using RAFCE we created one function which is returning the HTML. Okay, now header.jsx we have created. What it is written in UI? Student dashboard. Is it? No, we can't copy. Okay, so here one h1 tag I will use. Okay, which we write inside the angle. H1 stands for heading. Okay, it will come automatically in bold capital because H1 stands for the heading. So here I will type student dashboard. Listen carefully everyone. Okay, student dashboard, right? Written, very good. Is it coming? No, where it is? It's not coming. So it's not like that you created the component, but what I told you, whatever you will do in app.jsx, that only we can see. So if you created one header.jsx file, go to the app.jsx, remove this h1 h2 whatever unwanted, and here give the angle bracket opening header header. Okay, your header component that you have created, click enter, close it, self close like this. Is that clear to everyone? Self close it with hash and angle bracket close. It looks like a HTML tag only now. Understood everyone? So the files that you are creating, you can import it inside the written, because written means what you are going to see. So now you can see student dashboard. Understood everyone? Okay, but when you return this, okay, when you render, we used to say word render for add. Okay, instead of add in React we say render. So when you render this component, you have to import also. Okay, so if automatically it is getting imported, very good. But if not, type import the component name from the path. It was inside the components header. Please check the spellings and all. Understood everyone? So import it and render it inside the return, so that we can see the output. In this way our header is ready. Now whenever you want to change your header and all, you can go directly to header.jsx. Instead of anything, suppose student dashboard, instead of student dashboard I want students dashboard. S I will write here. After dashboard I will give colon also. What I have done, I wanted to do some changes, okay, in header. Rishita, actually you're not getting output now, so I can't see, right, what is the error. Please post in discussion forum. But now you all are new, some of you are new to React. I will tell you guys to focus here. After that you write down the code. It is very important to learn the concept, because from tomorrow we will start the project. There you will get confused because it's a big project, right? So one here only you should know what we are doing in small projects, so you will be easy there. Okay, everyone, don't write down with me. First of all, please focus with the concepts and how I am writing the code. Then you please move, and if any issue happens, you post in discussion forum. Okay, fine. Now where I was, yeah, I wanted to change some header like students dashboard colon should come. Okay, did I went anywhere else? I directly went to the header.jsx. I changed. Anything else? No. Go back. You will get the change. Anything else I have done? No. This is the power of React. You can create, you can make reusable, nothing else. Okay. Now, next is we are going to create one component, that is the student cart component. Okay, now let's be ready with the new one. Go to the components, click it, create the new file as student card.jsx. First letter please make it capital. Okay, what is the next step? RASCE. Click option, you will get, click enter, automatically the structure will be created. Okay, now one more thing, div is coming. If you don't want div, you can just remove the div also like this. Sorry, div you can remove, but if you want div, it's a container. Okay, it's just like a box container type. Understood? Okay, so this we have created. Right now what here it is written, one image is there. For now let's forget about the image. Name is there. Okay, course is there, like is there, right? One button is there, like button is there. Okay, so let's do that. So here one h2 I will create, h2 tag I will create, name suppose John, course, for course I will create the p tag, course MERN. Then next is likes. Again using h3 tag we can use like, no, sorry, for now this one. 2. What is next? One button is there. For displaying one button we use button tag. So button tag. Okay, button tag is like. Fine. Output is coming? No. Why? Because student card inside the app.js we have to render. So after the header I want, so that's why student card we will import here. Okay, so we import it. About the LMS credential, just wait, I have some announcement for that, don't worry. Okay, student card here we created, imported. Now if you will go, you got John, course, MERN, like to like. Is that clear? Whatever we have created now it is coming. Any type of doubt here? Any type of doubt? Now let's make it little good. Go to the app.css, app.js6, okay, app.css. I will remove this all because this all nothing needed like this. I removed body. I am applying CSS to it. Okay, body, that is whole browser body. Background color I am making it as a light blue. Light blue. Padding, that is the spaces between content and the border. I will give 20 pixel. Let's see, coming, right? Blue color. Why this is coming? Because in app.js, app.css import. Okay, here we are styling. Now go to your student card. Here we will give the class name. Inside the div tag, type the class name in capital, and class name you can give whatever, as usual, whatever you want. So I am giving card because card we are creating. Using that class name, if you want to access the class name in CSS, we use dot card. Give the curly braces. Okay, now built-in properties we will use, that is the background color. So background color I want white. Coming, right? Now next is, wait, in index.css comment this all inside the index.css, that also it is applying, I think. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay, so index.css I commented everything. Now go back to app.css. Now if you will see, between border and the content there is no space, it is not looking good. So what I will do, I will give the padding here. Padding I will give 20 pixel. Now it is looking good, right? Now if you want to give border radius, you can give the border radius too. Suppose border radius I will give 10 pixel. That means what? All 4 corners will get rounded by 10 pixel. Okay, rounded. Now next is box shadow if you want to give. So box hyphen shadow colon top 0, left 0, 5 pixel from bottom and gray. Okay. Yeah. So can you see everyone? Border shadow is coming. So it is looking like it is up. That cards are up. Right. So that's simple. Okay. Now see, in our code we have only one button tag. Okay, directly we can use then. In app.css I will use the button tag. So whenever you are using how to comment all the, very easy, go to the index.css, do control A. What you have to do, go to the css, do control A, it will select all, then control question mark, it will comment out all the things. Understood everyone? Okay, now go to the app.css. Now see, class name when you want to access in CSS we use dot. But if you want to access directly the tag name, what we do? We type the button curly braces, directly tag name. Now see, I will give some background color to it, suppose blue. But is it looking good? No, right? Like is not visible. So if you want to change the text color, we use the word color white. White color is coming. Little bit increase the font size. So font size 20 pixel. Yeah, now it's visible. Yes, let's give some padding because this content and the border, like it is not looking that much good. So I will give the padding here, 10 pixel top, left, right, and 15 pixel top. It is coming perfectly fine. Is that clear? Now one more thing, if you will see my arrow, if I am going to button, it should look like a hand, right? So for that, so user will think, oh, this is clickable, right? For that we make the cursor pointer. So what happened with this? If you move your cursor to the button, hand is coming. See, that means it is clickable. Just for user interface, nothing else. Is that clear? Okay. Now styling is done. Let's add some margin to the card also, so that another card will appear, so that margin, little margin should be there. Okay, so margin I will give 15 pixels. Okay, now let's go to the student card. Okay, now see, one card is created, right? We have to create another card. One, two, more two cards I have to create, right? So here what I will do, once you created the student card, now listen carefully, forget about styling. Now here the React is there. Listen, when you created one student card, you don't have to create again and again. What you can do, go to the app.js two times, reuse it, that student card, you reuse it, student card, student. 3 times you have written student card, sorry, 3 times you have rendered the student card. Now what is happening, 3 times the cards are coming. Forget about CSS, that is you can you can manage the CSS, the styling. Okay, now listen carefully about React. Okay, see, 3 cards are coming. Wow, nice, right? Once we created the student card component, we can reuse it. Wow, but in this one problem is there. What is that problem? The contents are same. It is not changing, guys. Understood everyone? The contents are same. It is not changing. Okay, so what we are going to do? We are going to make dynamic. Instead of writing the data like this, we will remove John from here, or else how I should show you. No, wait, forget about this two student card. It is one student card only here. Now here John, right, this div, sorry, this, right, wait, I will show you this div. Control C 3 times, correct? So again Control V, again Control V, 3 times I have written, but this is coming like this. Let's select this, do Control X, empty fragment tag. Now paste it. 3 div tags we have created. Everyone can see this. 3 div tags. So instead of John, here I will write Max. Instead of here, we will write Alice. Okay. Now you see. Output is coming now. Yes. John, Max card, Alice card. Very good. But 3 times I am writing the same structure. Is it looking good? No, right? So instead of writing this 3 times, 1 time only I have created the structure. Other 2 divs I will close it. Okay. And now I will go to the app.jsx. Now here 3 student card component I will render. Now also the 3 times it is coming. Wow. Till here to we are doing correctly. Why? Because 3 times I am rendering, that is okay. But at this structure I don't have to create again and again. Once created I can make it reusable. But each card is having different content. Yes or no? Each card is having different content. How we will do that now? So now I will go to the student card. I will remove this John. I will remove this MERN. What is changing? Course word is not changing. 2 will change. That's it. Button is same. Name, course name, like number, and that's it. 3 things are changing. Apart from that, course word and like button is same. Okay. Now, it's not visible now. Correct? Now listen carefully, everyone. Now what we will do, we will pass the data from the parent component. So always remember, the component that you are rendering somewhere inside the another component, that components become parent component, and the component that you are writing there and rendering there, that becomes child component. So student card is the child component. App.jsx is now the parent component. Is this clear? So what I told you, we can pass the data from one component to another using the props. Okay. So now I will send name equal to John, course, one variable I am writing simply, equal to MERN. Okay. Same data I will pass to the second component. Samely here, but name I will change. Instead of John, Max. It's just like a function. How we pass the data from one when we call the function, and function save in parameters. It's just like a same. JavaScript, HTML course, Alice name. Okay, so component is same, just we are passing different data. Okay, now we are passing different data, but how the student card will carry? So inside the bracket we type here props. This is the built-in. Okay, this is the built-in. Props you have to write. Now when you type here props, now you can access, when you type props, inside the props this name and course is getting saved internally. Props is an object and this name and course as a property getting saved. So whenever you want to access any property from the object, we use dot. So inside this h2, I will use the curly braces. Okay, that is props dot. What you are passing? Name, curly braces. What we are passing? Course. So course. Like we will not pass. Okay, like is different thing. So forget about like for now. Let's type 3 like. Okay. Now everyone, what happened? From parent component, we passed the value. In student component, we received the value from based on props, and props dot name here we have to write props dot course. Understood everyone? So inside the HTML tag, because it is what you are displaying, so whenever you want to access the actual data, we use curly braces. Okay, so now if you will see the code, John is coming, course MERN, Max, JS, Alice, course HTML. Forget about the like. Is that clear? So it's very simple. In this way, what you learn, we can pass the property, we can pass the data from parent component to the child component through the props. Any type of doubt between these two connections? And we make the student card as reusable also. Once you created the structure in the same format, the data is getting displayed. Any type of doubt here? Is this clear? Now, to display the prop, there is two ways. First way is write down the props, then access like props.name, props.course. Okay. But another way is very simple that we also use. Instead of writing props, we give curly braces here. And what you pass? Name and course. So, name, comma, course. Is that clear? Okay, name, comma, course. Now here, instead of props.name, directly you can type name, and instead of props.course, inside the curly braces, directly you can type course. Understood? So in this way, you don't have to write every time props. Understood? So same thing, just we removed props, use the bracket, in round bracket curly braces, whatever data you are passing, their variable name, that. Okay, and then here this is known as the properties name, and then access it wherever you want. Okay, so output will be the same. Understood? You don't have to refresh it every time. You get the output without refreshing. Is that clear to everyone? Clear like water? So in this way, we can pass the props, we can pass the data in two ways. Either you use props or you can destructure it. Destructure means instead of writing the prop, because inside the props you have name and course, so directly you can type name and course with the curly braces, but okay, we open it and we use it. Simple, right? So in this way, what you learn, how to create the components, how to pass the prop from one component to another, and how to make one component reusable for how many times that you want. 3 times once you created the structure, and then done. Right? Now, everything is done. Now here, likes, we have to work with likes. That means whenever you will click like button, click, this likes should change. Whenever you click, it should get increment by 1. Right? Click, nothing is happening. Click, nothing is happening. This is static. Now we have to make it dynamic. Okay. Now here comes the use state. Okay. Now here comes the use state. What is use state? I told you. What is state? That keeps the track of the dynamic values. Okay. Why here we want to keep the track? Because for example, initially If like is 0 and if you click, it should get increment by 1. That means 1 should come. When you click again, it should become 2. When you click again, it should become 3. When you click again, it should become 4. So how this 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 is happening? Because somewhere you are keeping track what is the current value. If the current value is 0, so after clicking it is becoming 1. If your current value is 3, after clicking it is becoming 4. So somewhere you are storing the old values, then only you are getting the new values. Current values you are storing, then only you are getting the new values, updating value, right? So there we need the use state. Now here comes one use state. Now listen carefully. So first of all, you have to import the use state from React. First of all, this you have to do whenever you are using the use state. Okay. First thing is to import the use state from React. This is the first. Next, now inside the function you have to write down the logic. But first of all, syntax. Syntax of use state is const, give the square bracket, const because it is not changeable, right? First variable we will create, that will be the current state. Next, set capital STATE. This is the function name. Any function name you can give, equal to the use state that you have imported above, that in bracket initial value. Now listen carefully everyone. Listen carefully. State is what? It stores the current value that you will not able to see internally. It is current value. Understood everyone? Use set state is the function. It is the function used to update the value, current value, because I told you if it is 3 it will become 4, right? So someone is there now which is updating, that is what the function here. Next, initial value, that is the starting value of the state. Initially what user is going to see, initially when user opens your website, initially what user have to see, that part we write inside this bracket. Okay, and use state is a hook. It's a React hook that allows a component to store and manage the data that can change. Is that clear to everyone? Understood? Now state, it's a variable name. You can write any variable name. Set state is also variable name. You can write any variable name. Is that clear to everyone? Okay. And initial value is the value that we will write inside this bracket. That is the what user first of all is going to see. Now let's go to the code. See, I want to do for the likes now. I want to increase it. Okay. So before return, the logic you should have to write before return. First of all, I am going to import use state, imported, comma, curly braces, imported. No need to write separately because already it's there in one line you can write. Now, as I want to work for the likes, so the variable name I will create like. In React, make sure you are using meaningful name that is based on what you are going to do. I am going to work with likes. So const square bracket variable name I will keep likes. Okay, comma, function name. Always remember, whenever you are writing the function name in use state, you have to type set. This is compulsory. Understood everyone? This is the name convention. You have to write set, and also whatever variable name you will create, that first letter make capital and likes. Okay, so state and the function name is created equal to use state in bracket. Here it can be string, object, array, number, true, false, boolean, anything inside the use state can be there. Is that clear? You all tell me initially what you want. Initially what you want, guys. Initially like should be 0. Whenever I will open, it should be 0. It should start from 0. So I will type here number, that is 0. It's not a string, so not in double quotation. It will be just single number, that is 0. Okay. Now inside the HTML tag 3 I have written. I will remove it. I will use the curly braces and this variable internally what is happening now. Internally likes is having 0. Okay, now for now, so here this variable name I will call inside the curly braces. Now whenever you will open, guys, now everyone can see automatically all likes became 0. All likes became 0. Yes or no? Understood everyone? All like is becoming 0. Okay? Very good. Till here everything is good. But now if I will click like, is it getting increased by 1? It is getting increased? No. For that we have to write the function. Okay? For that we have one built-in event inside the button. You can use on click. This is the built-in event listener. On click, inside the on click, inside the curly braces, okay, you have to call the function whenever this like button is going to click. Okay, so I will create the function using the function keyword. Suppose increase like. One function I created using the curly braces. Okay, now this function I will copy and I will paste it here. Is that clear? Okay, so now this button, whenever I will click this button, this function will get trigger and whatever you will write inside this function will call. Is that clear to everyone? So one function we created, we gave the name as increase like, and inside this button tag I have created on click where I am calling the increase like inside the curly braces. Is that clear to everyone? Now inside the function what we want, whenever I click this, it should get increased by 1. So it's very simple. Here I will call, or here one variable I will use, that is result. Okay, result equal to whatever is the likes, this variable. Okay, I am not writing it unknowingly. Okay, knowingly I am writing this variable which is taking care of all the values, that plus 1. Simple. So whenever user will click, it will get increased by 1. But is this done? No. You have to call this set likes function, then only it will update this likes value. So I will call this set likes and I will pass the result to it. Okay, now let's see. 1 minute. No, sorry. Not result, it should be likes. Yeah, okay. Wait, here I have to pass likes. Right, so see what is happening. When you will click the button, this function will be called. Initially like is 0, so it will become 0 plus 1. Okay, so likes will become 1. It will call this function, it will pass the 1. Now your likes will be 1. Okay, again if anyone will click, 1 plus 1 will become 2. Again because of this likes will get updated. Right, now if you will see what happened, just a minute. That is not increasing. Increase like. I think because of this maybe. Let me remove this likes plus 1. Directly we will pass. Okay, because of that I think. Now hopefully yes, now it is getting increased. Let me refresh it. Guys, we have to pass directly the likes plus 1. Okay. So when I directly passing likes plus 1, now you see what is happening. When I will click John like, 0 is becoming 1, again 2, again 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But Max and allies are not changing. Now for Max I will give only 2 like, and for allies I will giving 9 likes. Okay, so in this way guys, we created one small student dashboard in which we learned how to work with the use state, okay, how to update the data. Yeah, that's why here in set likes I am passing the likes plus 1 directly, so it will get updated. Okay, directly it will get updated. Is that clear? So what is happening when you click any button, it will call this function, it will call this set likes. Initially if it is 0, 0 plus 1 will become 1, it will call and it will update the likes. Okay, now your likes become 1. Again if you are clicking, if likes is 1, so it will call the set likes again, 1 plus 1 will become 2, and the so on. So in this way guys, we learned how to use the use state, how to create the function, how to get the data, and how to write down the syntax, how to update this variable, and how to write down it initially. Is this clear to everyone? So in this way guys, you can see we built one small student dashboard in which we learn how to create the components, how to create the props, how to create the state, and how to create the JSX. Okay, you can go through this also. Is that clear to everyone? Any type of doubt here? Any type of doubts? In this way guys, using React we created one mini project, I can say, that is the student dashboard, where you got to know how to create the components, how to render the data, how to make the component reusable, and how to use the use state. Okay, if you have any type of doubt now, you can post in discussion forum, there I can clarify. Is that clear? So guys, in this way it's done. From next session we will start the HomelyHub, that is what our real project. Okay, so I hope so you understood what is React, what are the terms, how we create the project, and how we run the code. Same way npm run dev, and same way control C terminate the execution. Okay, fine then. Yeah, so here we can stop. One more thing, um, whoever in the Google form what I have posted, okay, that already uploaded, already we enrolled them. Okay, what you have to do is, whoever not got mail, because I can see my team told me already you people are there but you didn't open the LMS. Okay, so this are also the issue. Sorry, I didn't understood. It's also defining in button single line. Okay. Okay, so what you have to do, go here. As I told you, please click here lost password. Okay, give your registered email id that you have given while registering, and then there you can reset the password. Okay, then also if it is issue is there, already we have done. And about the offer letter, in discussion forum already the offer letter one tag is there. There you can just upload it, and with changes that we will change, and most of your offer letters are changed. Please check it everyone again. If you feel any difficulty in this, just let me know. And if you have again LMS issue, you can just post here. Yeah. Okay, everyone. So please, if any issue, please post it here. From my side, so I have done these things, but again, if it is not coming, so I have to check that. So I hopefully I can log in, ma'am. Oh, thankfully. Okay. So guys, whoever not got the credentials, no issue. Try, go to this link. Try to do forgot. Okay, we have already enrolled whoever posted in that time in Google form. Okay, in go to the lost password. Uh, add your registered email id, then do the for then there you can create your own password and do it. Okay, and whoever got login now, able to log in, please attend the quiz. That is very important. Okay, attend the quiz. And yeah, okay guys, so please watch the session again. Write down the code. If you have any type of doubt, you can ask me there also. Okay, and gamers, I didn't understood what are you asking, or you're telling I didn't got. Okay, you post in discussion forum so that there I can answer if this is the today great session. Oh, okay, fine. Thank you so much. I hope so it is you got how to create the React, and thankfully you understood. So from tomorrow we can start the project. Okay guys, take care everyone. Good night. And thank you so much for attending today's session. Thank you. All can leave now.